We are in the canal. Canal tour.
Excited.
Excited. Yeah. So we are turning before it goes. The tour guide said it's our favorite time to sail because it's the most beautiful time and the lights are the nicest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Love Boat. Okay, please listen up. I have some security announcements for you. It's very important that you listen to what I have to say. We're going to come under many low bridges. This is especially for those in the back that are going up and down the stairs. Or in the front. Please sit down when we come to the bridge. Please do not touch the bridge, and please keep your arms and legs in the boat, especially because now it's becoming dark. It's very difficult for me to see. If I ask you to sit down, please sit down immediately. And if your neighbor is watching, please help your neighbor sit down if they do not understand. Thank you very much. You're also not allowed to smoke or vape on board. And your safety vest is underneath your seat. Now, vi har någon danskar ombord. Er det någon danskar der vil helst høre mig tale dansk i stedet for engelsk? Hvis jeg rækker hånd op. Okay, this tour will be in English.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, on your right-hand side, you have a red house and an orange house. Hans Christian Andersen lived in these homes. We're coming to our first bridge. I would ask that you please sit down. Please sit down. Thank you. And now you'll see why it's important to sit down under the bridges.
Whoa. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
please remain seated. The gentleman on the stairs, stay down. Thank you. Now you see why you have to sit down. Very important, and I cannot see everything in the back. Okay. All right, enough of that. Good job. Thank you. And all you notice is, of course, this new home where you see all the colored houses and you see them in the photos. The reason why they're colored is because they were not numbered before. This is how you knew where people were living. There was Jens in the greenhouse next to Susie in the red house on the third floor. And that's why they had colors. They didn't have numbers in the olden days. This building over here with the black roof and the tan where the lights are going vertically, that is also one of the homes that Hans Christian Andersen lived in. He also lived at Magazine, which is a very high-end shopping center down by the Royal Theater. He wanted to be near the Royal Theater, which is all the way down to your left, because he wanted to be a ballet dancer of all things. He also wanted to be an actor, and it was rumored that he was a very good singer. And I think he chose well. And this is the new Royal Theater on the left-hand side. This was built in 2008, and it opened in 2009 with a production of Hamlet's To Be or Not To Be. That is the question, whether 'tis nobler to fight the slings and arrows of fortune. And this building cost a fortune. This has all the new productions here, dancing productions as well as theater productions. And on the right-hand side, we get into the military history of Denmark, all the way down from here to where that lighted ship is down there. This is part of the military area and Holmen. This is Papirøen, and before that used to hold all the artillery and all of the gunpowder that was used mainly against Sweden, because there's a lot of wars with Sweden. And when they stopped fighting Sweden, then the local newspapers, they kept their stock here. So it's kept here. Now it is some of the most expensive property in Denmark. The top apartment costs 10 million euros. Those two top balconies. However, to show the Danish social system and the balance, that no one's too high, no one's too low. There is an apartment you can rent for 1,500 krona, 1,500 euros a month. So I find that to be lovely, that no one's too, even though it's the most expensive, there's also a very reasonable apartment there. This will be a water culture house here. It'll be outdoor swimming and indoor swimming, and hopefully it opens this year, so I can be a winter bather. Okay, folks, this is the Opera House, this big, beautiful building, and this is also my favorite time to sail in Skomringstill, as you'd say, in the dusk or the dawn, or yeah, this time. It's my favorite time to sail because of all the colors that you get to see. The Opera building was a gift to the Queen. It cost $500 million. And over here is the Opera Park. It is watered by the roof. The roof gathers water year-round, and it keeps it irrigated all year round. But it's not just a park, it's also a parking lot. So this is the parking lot for the Opera House. There's a restaurant down there as well as trees growing underground. Now the main room, you can see this orangish room, that is the main auditorium. It holds 1,400 to 1,700 people. And it's built like an instrument. It has perfect acoustics, it's all wooden inside. Very beautiful building. 5 of the levels, has 14 floors, 5 of them are below sea level. So you could say it's the only opera house in the world that's built in the sea. And over there's a dragon, a 3-eyed dragon. 999. It says smoke on the water, fire in the sky. That's Copenhill. Copenhill is an incinerator slash ski slope slash climbing wall. It's the highest climbing wall in the world, the only ski slope on this island. And it burns up to enough energy for 200,000 homes in Copenhagen. Wow. It burns so efficiently that we import garbage from England and from Germany. It was designed by Bjarke Ingels, and he will also be the architect of the World Trade Center. He's won many awards for this design, and he has a very beautiful vision. I believe he was inspired by Gaudi. He went to the University of Catalan, but I'm not sure. But there's a lot of rounded edges in his architecture, which I think are lovely. And there's a Christmas tree, so Santa knows where to go. Okay, this is, and remember all of that area before the incinerator, this is military. This is active military over here, where offices and barracks. And the ship with all the lights, that's called Peter Skram. Peter Skram was the greatest admiral in Danish history. He was he won many honors throughout his years as an admiral for Denmark. And this boat is a little funny. It's called the F352 as well. It's a frigate. It's from the Cold War, and it was used by accident up in the northern part of this island, Sjælland, in the very wealthy summer house area. It shot off a missile, destroyed 4 summer houses, and damaged 130 others. So they like to call this the Oops boat. Or in Danish, it's the Hosa. So it's also a museum. You can come down here and check it out when you'd like. And now we're coming to the end of the military area. So you can imagine all the things in front, everything from here out that wasn't there hundreds of years ago or 100 years ago. It was just built. This is an industrial area out here where you see the Christmas tree on that big building.